Hello everyone. Of those who are watching this video, some of you might be my direct students, some of you might be my student but never have seen my face, uh, and many of you will not be my student at all. You are located in every nook and corner of this world. But today I want to make a message very clear. No, I'm not going for any preaching. I'm going to tell you stories. I'm a storyteller. So see, one story is about a Italian bookshop owner who was actually thrown into Nazi concentration camp, and his son was also with him. How he managed to keep his son motivated and optimistic about the positive end, though there was no end, any positive end or any end visible in sight, but he kept his fertile imagination to keep his son motivated and survive the drudgery of the Nazi concentration camp. Yes, some of you might have actually guessed it right. I'm talking about the movie Life is Beautiful. This was a, I guess, 1997 movie, and it's very highly acclaimed movie. It's partially based on a book that is named In the End I Beat Hitler. So this bookshop owner was thrown into a camp, concentration camp, and then he promised his son that if the kid behaves very nicely, then in the end he will get a tank as prize. He said that it's a contest, it's not a concentration camp, it's a contest. And he somehow made his son believe that actually he should behave very nicely so that he can win the tank. And I strongly suggest you to watch the movie to understand what happened in the end. Another story is of Trichenberg. He was a German mathematician, I guess, and logician. He had sympathetic views towards Jews, so he was also thrown into a concentration camp. After seeing the life in concentration camp, he quickly realized that if I don't do something, I will end up getting mad at the end. So he created his abstract mental world, and in his days in the camp, he created an altogether new system of calculation that is called Trachenberg system, and this is known for very quick solution to long problems. This is the way of doing speed mathematics. You can actually buy the book and read more about it. The third mini story, but about a very great man, is about my favorite boxer, James J. Braddock. You might not have heard his name, right? But if I tell the movie that is based on his name, his life, then you will immediately recognize him. Some of you might have heard about the movie Cinderella Man. Yes, it's an awesome movie. So, what's the movie about? There was a boxer, James J. Braddock, had very promising career, and he was called Bulldog of Burzin. He was never losing any fight. But one day while fighting, he broke his knuckles. Some bone was broken here. I don't know exactly the name of this bone. I'm an economist, not a biologist or physician. So his career was spoiled, ended. He was barred from boxing, and then Great Depression came. He lost all his earnings overnight, like everyone else. Uh, Putting off his ego that I was a boxer, how should I do anything else? He actually started working as a daily laborer to support his family. And even in these desperate times, he never lost his moral. He even tells his son that we never steal whatever comes. We have to work and get that. Remember this, we never steal. But life always takes curious turns. One day there was one match in which the person who was to face the contender suddenly fall ill or something, and the match was about to be cancelled. But they were looking for someone who can take the beating. So his old manager came and offered Braddock that would you like to enter in ring? And he asked how much money I will get, and that was considerable sum for him, keeping in mind the Great Depression. So he said, "Yeah, okay, I will go." Everybody knew that he is there to be as a punching bag, but something very miraculous happened. In the ring, Braddock actually ended up beating that time champion, and his license was returned to him, and he started the career again. His wife was very anxious, but then he said, "This is the only way. This is the only thing actually I know the best." And ultimately, he ended up fighting Max Baer, who was known for killing his opponents in the ring. And Braddock's wife was very anxious. Max Baer was a pig of a man, if I can say, going by his behavior. He was ridiculing Braddock that I will kill you in ring and everything. And again, you must watch this movie to see what happened in the end. So why I am telling you these things? All these three stories, here the protagonist faced much more dangerous situation, much more uncertain time than we are facing right now. I don't underestimate corona or related issues, but then I'm just suggesting, do not lose hope. Do not lose the will to fight, and do not lose your optimism towards a brighter future. I know this is very, very dark night, but then there will be sun. It has to be, right? It happens even at the poles. So I would suggest that rather than complaining about the situation and trying to count your miseries, be a beacon of hope to others. Because right now, this is the most precious thing that you can offer to the society. And I know that all of you are some of the brightest mind of our days. You are our future, you are our hope. And we cannot see our hope, our future uh, finding itself knit down to the situation that we are facing. No. If I can if I can just repeat the lines written by one very very famous Hindi poet Ramdhari Singh Dinkar, है विघ्न कौन ऐसा जग में टिक सके आदमी के मग में, खम खमठोक ठेलता है जब नर पर्वत के जाते पांव उखड़, मानव जब जोर लगाता है पत्थर पानी बन जाता है. So put entire mental effort, entire psyche, entire personality in bringing in hope in the society rather than following what others are doing. What the general public is doing, it's complaining, it's counting its miseries, it's making, spreading negativity. No, be a beacon of hope. So I will just conclude my talk, brief talk, by quoting Professor Dumbledore in Harry Potter, and I think the movie was Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. So what did he say? He said that it's our choices, Harry, that show what we truly are, far more than our abilities. So if you make any wrong choice at this moment, uh, that will be not good for the world. So consider yourself as a treasure to the world and nourish yourself, nourish people around you, and try to act positively. Only thing that you should avoid being positive about is corona, right? So I hope I made my point home. Thank you and bye.